Oh, I can't believe this. Hey guys, so that was a little bit of that was a false start again, wasn't it? Right, got to see if anybody is going to jump on in here now. This is so annoying. Hi, hello everybody. I'm so sorry. I got all set up with my fan and it just wouldn't work. Apparently I'm blocked from doing a live stream on YouTube, so I've got to speak to YouTube, which obviously doesn't give me great amount of timing. So here we go. We've got the chats coming in. Hello, we're back in the garden. I've gone back to my trusted phone. If in doubt, use the iPhone. So, right, let's have a looky. Hello, everybody. Right, because this went super fast. And someone said to me to just slow it all down, and we're going to end up in the same thing that we did last time. And it says, pin message, channel activity, add as a moderator, put user in timeout, hide user on channel. So that's, we're just going to, this is just going to be two of the worst lives really, isn't it? I mean, I don't understand. But I can see all of you, and I think it's going to start speeding up really quickly again, so I'm going to do my best. Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry about that. I was confident it was all going to work. I had my trusted moderator who had lovingly signed up for me, and yes, but hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Right, I think it was funny. Yeah, I was literally sitting in a dark room. I love the fact that so many of you were saying, take the lens cap off. That's yeah, that would be something that I would do, definitely. But anyway, so yes, I don't know why it did that. And again, we're going to run into the problem where all of the comments are going to go really fast. But at the moment, it seems okay. So hello, Countess Calthorpe. That's a very lovely name. And hello, Mary, Eva, hello everybody. So I'm just going to calm down because it's super hot here at the moment. You can see by my hair is frazzled. The humidity in this country is like being in a rainforest. And I have to hold you because I haven't got my phone holder. So if I'm wobbling about like a drunk person, I'm not drunk, but hello. So yes, it's my learns for the day. I did watch all of the YouTube videos after last time. I did. I watched exactly how to do it. I learned how to slow down the comments so I could read them all. And then, of course, well, as you guys saw, I was sitting in a black room, and apparently I do not have access to the feature of which is a camera. So that's going to be a conversation I need to have, obviously, with my YouTube partner when I get off of this. But anyway, we're here now. So all of these other YouTubers, hats off to them. They make it look so effortless and smooth. Perhaps I need to speak to the Royal Rogue or Shauna because they never seem to have problems. But it's a teething problem that we shall get past. So seeing as we are in the garden, I've got a story for you, and then I'll start to try and read, which it does look like the comments are going slower this time. So that's something. So a story. We inherited a pond when we bought this house, and we knew there was a koi carp left in it because a heron had come down and killed all of their other fish. And they had tried to give it away to a friend, and this was a very, very clever koi, and he knew exactly how to avoid capture. So anyway, I found this man. I think I told you on the last live, he came and took the koi away. Anyway, Mum came down and she was staying here for a week. The reason why we don't want fish is because of the maintenance, looking after them, filter, pH levels, all of that. I want a nature pond with rocks going into it. So, you know, frogs, tadpoles, hedgehogs, everything can get into it. But anyway, Mum said there's something in the pond, and it was like a black dart that shot across. And then my husband saw it as well. Now, I hadn't seen this black dart, and I thought perhaps it's a newt, perhaps it's a frog. And then it was a couple of days ago, I came down here early in the morning to let the girls out to pee, and he came up to the top, and he was sunbathing, happily, casually swimming along. It was not a newt, it was not a frog. I have a black fish in there, and I hadn't been feeding anything for the last couple of weeks, but he was in there, and he was about yay big, looks like a big black goldfish, and So I thought, well, I'm never going to be able to catch him. So we've now got 4 fish, and I've got a solar filter. And that's the end of my nature ponds. The last I saw some tadpoles, the fish were chasing them. So I think I might have to build another nature pond. But yes, so he was a little bit of a night fury in the pond. You just saw a shadow go across, for those of you that know the film of How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm calling him Toothless, and he's got some speckled friends in there now. So yes, I went from trying to get rid of 1 fish to now having 4 fish. But oh, thank you, Diane. That's really amazing. Thank you so much. That's incredible. Thank you very much. I will actually donate that to a very, very worthwhile cause, but that's amazing. Thank you. Yes, Toothless. He is my little night fury, because you can't see him. Now, I put the fish in the pond. I know someone's tuning in going, what the hell is she on about now? She's rattling on about goldfish. But anyway, so I put them in the pond, and I was really worried that he wasn't going to like it, because, you know, I don't know if fish are solitary. I don't have fish. And well, I hadn't seen him really much anyway. And now they're all swimming around together in a little group, a little foursome. So he's really happy. He's got friends. So I now have Toothless, and I don't know what to call the other 3. They didn't have any more black goldfish. They only had, they're like gold, silver, and black speckled ones. So if you guys would like to come up with a trio of names, for my 3 speckled fish, but I'm sticking with Toothless for my blackfish because, as I said, a little night fury. You can just about see him as he darts across the pond. But, right, let's talk to the Witches of Eastwick. Oh, I kind of like that. That works, doesn't it? 3 Musketeers. Oh, yes, this is good. Larry, Moe and Curly. I don't know why I like that. Yes, the 3 Tenors. Not sure on that one. Neutral names. Huey, Dewey, Louie. I'd have to call the black one Donald for that to work. But yes. Oh, from Panama. Hello, Joanna. Now, this is working much better, isn't it? I hope you guys are seeing that the comments are coming up a lot slower than they did last time. So this is amazing. I don't know if this is my fabulous moderator who's in here. I haven't seen her since I was on the last live. But if she is, hello. The Supremes, Mary, Mungo and Midge. Got plenty of midges round here at the moment. Little bastards keep buzzing around me in the evening. Look at my hair. I'm going to look like a witch out of Witches of Eastwick by the end of this. This humidity that we have in the UK. People, when I moan about it on Twitter, because I do moan on Twitter quite a bit, but they're like, oh, you know, they come from America and Canada and Australia. They're like, well, yeah, bloody poms, they're wimps, they can't handle the heat. It's a different heat here. I've seen even Australians come over and they're like, I can't handle it. It's like being in the rainforest. You cannot breathe. I got up at 1 a.m. to have a cold shower, and I still barely slept, so I'm really frazzled at the moment. But anyway, at least we got the live eventually together. So another lesson learned. It's too hot to be up there anyway, if I'm honest with you. I feel much cooler down here. But I was trying to be all professional, and I was worried that these would be like, and I wouldn't be able to see you. So what have we got? Megan, Harry and Doria. Not in this pond, not in this house, not in this county. How dare you suggest that? Absolutely not. Ooh, Doria. Now, I might still put this in my video I was going to do tomorrow. Let's gossip, shall we? Because there's some stories coming out that Doria's actually walked away from Megan. And I was like, I don't think she's really been that close with Megan. She gets wheeled out for optics, doesn't she? Doria was there when Megan gets awards. Thank you very much, Tessie. That's really lovely. That's really lovely of you. But yeah, she gets wheeled out for the awards, the NAACP award. I mean, it's handy, isn't it? Bringing along your black mother for that. And there was obviously the wedding. But the wedding makes me think, Megan had Doria in the car, and then she kicked her out of the car before Megan got to walk up the steps. Megan, on her wedding day, refused to have bridesmaids, refused to have her mother walk up the steps with her. And some people were like, that's Megan being a feminist. No, that's Megan being a raging narcissist that wanted all of that all on her. That's why she didn't have anybody go up the steps with her, and she ended up looking like the Miss Havisham, there was way too much veil. And I know what she did. She was trying to copy the Queen and she just wanted the big long veil, but it looked ridiculous on her. It was just swamping her face. And she was obviously very, very slim then. So she was very petite and it just drowned her really. But I guess that was the least of the problems of the day. But so what have we got here? Moon, star and Milky Way. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I won't remember that though. Millie, Molly, Maddie. That's an easier one. I like that. Yes. But yes, Doria. So back to Doria. I'm sorry, getting sidetracked. So I want to read your comments, but so what else has Doria done? So Doria was with Thomas Markle and Meghan in 2016 for Thanksgiving. Meghan shared a post. This was before everything went live with Harry and then she decided to dump her father. We know that she asked Thomas Markle to dump his other children. Meghan told him, if you want to stay in my life, you have to get rid of Samantha, you have to get rid of Tom Jr., and you basically have to follow my every command. And obviously Thomas didn't do that, but it seems that Doria did ditch Thomas to stay in Meghan's, I would say, what, grace and favour really. I mean, obviously I think money might have something to do with it, but Doria doesn't really come across as a maternal person to me. She's handy, she got wheeled out perfectly for Netflix, following on that storyline, despite that the king and, you know, well, he wasn't the king, but, you know, the Queen and Prince Charles, everybody made Doria feel so welcome, didn't they? And then she jumped straight onto the bandwagon about how everybody was racist. And yeah, she was part of Meghan's pushing that narrative. But the story has come out. It's Radar? Am I saying that right? Radar. The magazine Radar. Now, do we think that they have any credibility, people? Do we think that Radar is a good... Am I saying that right? It sounds weird. You know when you say a word too many times. Do we think that Radar is a reliable source? Or is this just a junk magazine? You know, like Elvis Presley was spotted at the chip shop. What do we think? Susan says no. No, she's definitely not maternal. Oh, thank you very much, Selena. That's very lovely of you. Thank you very much. Yes, Radar online is a bit low. Yeah, absolutely not, Elaine. Well, okay, there was capitals. Elaine meant absolutely not. Okay, but I do find that Doria does disappear, doesn't she? She seems to be wheeled out at handy moments. And I just can't believe that any mother is that maternal that could miss 10 years of her daughter's life. I mean, school teachers and former school friends even came out, because everybody's been interviewing people that knew Meghan, trying to get to the bottom of some of the lies that she's told. And they said that they didn't even know that Meghan was biracial, because at school Meghan was, you know, she didn't talk about her mother, she didn't mention her mother, she didn't mention the fact that she was biracial. She actually told people that she was Italian, I think one of the stories that I read. Thank you very much, H.A. Fuller. Ha! Fuller, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Right, anyway, anyone would think I've had wine. I haven't had wine because I still am not 100%, and I've learnt my lesson to not drink wine on painkillers, because that did backfire on me at the ball. But yeah, it was only ibuprofen. I wasn't stupid or anything. I wasn't taking like medical grade ones, but yeah, it wasn't a good combination. So you can hear the sheep in the background. I love living in the countryside. It's nothing but sheep and cows and peacefulness. It really is glorious. Right, so what have we got? Maltese was another. The Maltese storyline, that does make me laugh. Meghan managed to get herself a free holiday with a magazine. I can't remember, I think it was Elle magazine. She managed to get herself, oh look, there's Leela, starring role. She managed to get herself a freebie holiday over to Malta because she said her great-grandmother was Maltese. And her grandmother, or was it her great-great-grandmother? Can't remember which one. It was one of them. But she was born in Malta. That was true. But she was born to Irish immigrant parents who then travelled on through and settled in either America or Canada. So Meghan didn't have a drop of Maltese blood. So all this crap that she came out with, that she was out there with a genealogy expert and discovering her roots, and people had told her that she'll look like everybody else when she's out there. She was identifying with every single race apart from her own, really. And obviously we know with Malta, because it meant so much to the Queen, I wouldn't be surprised if Meghan decided to, you know, stitch that in her web of lies that she used to get closer to Harry, you know. Let's butter up the grandmother. Oh, I'm of Maltese heritage as well. She hasn't got Maltese heritage. I mean, I'm struggling to believe the 43% Nigerian still. But that's because there is another woman, I can't remember her name now. She brought out, I think it was a book, and she discovered she was 43% Nigerian. She was obviously biracial herself, but her mum had had an affair behind her dad's back, and her parents were both white. And she grew up obviously having a little bit of a crisis, not quite understanding that she was a different colour completely to her parents. And then it eventually came out that her mum had had an affair with a Nigerian man. So 43% Nigerian, as in her father was Nigerian. Yes, that makes sense. Megan being 43% Nigerian, not so much, especially when people have gone through Megan's genealogy of the Markle side and the Raglan side. And they've gone back generations, haven't they? I mean, Megan's actually got live-in relatives in Georgia. I think it is Georgia. And, you know, they wanted to reach out to her and Harry. Megan's, you know, these are live-in relatives that Megan actually has DNA biologically related to them, and they are still alive. And she's got no interest whatsoever of meeting them. But hey-ho, I think Megan's interest in Nigeria has since passed, hasn't it? She's got over that one. But anyway, let's not talk about Megan the whole time because she annoys me. Let's talk about Marianne Williams, who's just popped in from Oklahoma. Hello, Marianne Williams. Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you to say, Boots. I had some really mean people last time that were obviously, you know, don't feed the trolls and that. And if you see any trolls, just ignore them. Honestly, don't even bother trying to talk to them. They get too excited when somebody acknowledges their existence. But they were like, oh, you really didn't use a filter, or what was it, like your lighting, oh no, what was it, someone was like, oh, your makeup, you weren't wearing much makeup in the garden, don't do that again. And I thought, people are so mean, aren't they? They really are mean. But even if I was upstairs in there with my ring light and my beautify light on, I'm sure people will still find something mean and nasty to say, because that's what people do. So right, let's read some of this. Never feed the trolls. Lizzie and Louie, that is very, very true. Never feed them. By feeding the trolls, it means acknowledging them. I'm sorry I'm bouncing around the phone at the moment. I am... Another glitch that happened. I was so desperate to get out here and start the live. I mean, if you'd have seen me running through the house, I was like, shit, 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 shit. I can't flip the phone. It doesn't like it. So I had to flip the phone when you went live, and now I can't, so it won't fit in my holder. So you're going to be staggering around like a drunk person with me. I can't pronounce that. Corgyville, thank you very much. That's really lovely of you. Hello, everybody. I can't believe how many of you are tuning in. I didn't see who that was then. Someone just said my skin is flawless. I'm not going to lie. There is a little magic wand there that that does it. If I can push it again. Retouch off. See, that's normal skin with wrinkles, wrinkles, and then retouch on. It just gives it a slight buffering. But yes, I'm all about honesty here. That's nothing wrong with a wrinkle or two. Getting a few more in my 40s. It suddenly went from like, oh, you look really young for your age. Now I don't get that. Now I get, oh, you look well. I love that when people say that. It's gone from like a compliment to, oh, you look really well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's really nice of you. Yes, cheers. Cheers. But, right. Yes, it is a beautiful garden, Margot. Thank you very much. But it needs a lot of work. And I am not green-fingered at all. At all. So I've never had a pond before. I've been moving log sheds and stuff. We've got some log sheds at the back. That has been a labour of love, I can tell you. I will not be chopping wood myself. Whilst it would be very good for some arm exercises, I think I will be paying for my logs to be delivered. Especially because you have to treat the wood before you start fires, because you can set fire to your chimney. Again, this is all stuff that I'm learning. I love living here. This is definitely still the best decision we've ever made. But yes, it's going to be a not a gradual adjustment. I've just literally thrown myself in the deep end because my husband is still working up back in Sussex. So there's a lot of time that I'm here by myself trying to keep myself out of mischief. But that's where you guys come in, because I figure if I spend time hanging out with you guys, doing lives every couple of weeks, we can catch up, and it stops me from maybe, I don't know, building big fire pits. I built one the other day. Did I told you guys about it. Can you see it? There we go. I built that all by myself with a screwdriver. I was so happy with myself. But I managed to build a fire too high. See those trees? Yeah. Whoops. Lesson learned. So now we have, I don't know if you can also see there's a bucket in the fire pit. So apparently you can get the flames a bit too high, and obviously with the temperatures we've been having, I've decided it's probably best not to have a fire pit just for a little while. So how is the hubby's shoulder? He's doing better than he was. He's still got to have the sling on, especially when he's walking around the workshop. Say that fast 3 times, because he has lads that work there, and they'll forget, and someone will just go, "All right, mate," bang, slam him on the arm, which would obviously be a hospital visit. So yeah, but he's doing better. He's frustrated. He lives for the gym. Why are you snorting? No, neighborhood dogs. Sorry, this might you might hear Leela. She doesn't like other dogs walking past the premises, so I apologise in advance. But yes, so yeah, he's doing all right. He's just cranky. He's cranky. He can't go to the gym, and we're going on holiday in a couple of months now. It's all coming up. We're going to our Scottish Highland retreat. Those of you that don't know and haven't followed me for that long, we go every year now, and we rent a cottage on an island inside a loch. You have to catch a boat to it. The last 2 times we stayed there, no other people are on the island. So if you have an accident, you're going to be airlifted out there by a helicopter, and it is the most unbelievable beauty. I've done a video on it, but this time I'm gonna be doing a bigger video on it, because we're doing snorkeling, hopefully with seals. We're going out on a boat trip, and we're also going to be exploring some of the Highland beaches, which are like Caribbean, depending on how you say it, Caribbean beaches. We just don't have the weather. I say we, they don't. They don't have the weather, so the beaches are beautiful, practically untouched. The waters are crystal clear. Wee bit chilly, just a wee bit. So I might be getting myself a wetsuit before we go. So let's get into the chat. What have we got? Snorkeling with seals. Yeah, can you imagine? I no, before anybody says it, I will not be singing to the seals. You know who you are. Stop it. So the beach at Arisag. Ooh, wow, we got lots of fish names. Her Royal. Did you see that one? Her Royal Highness. That's my 3 fish. I think I might like that one. What are your 3 fish called? Yeah, Her Royal Highness. No. We keep the names coming. We need 3 names, and I will pick my 3 favourite. Am I on keto? Keto? No. I've learned a long time ago not to give up all or any particular food groups. I still like chocolate. I still like ice cream. I still like the odd packet of crisps. I haven't given up anything now. I just try and manage what I eat at certain times of the day, and also weightlifting is a big thing now, so I'm getting some muscles. But yeah, so yes, no to keto. I've tried keto, it didn't work for me. In fact, I think I tried every single diet on the planet, even going back to the dreaded cabbage soup diet. Yes, do you guys remember that one? You really wouldn't want to be sharing any sort of office space or confined space with the ladies that were on that one, I can tell you. Yeah, it wasn't great. Oh, no, Archie, Lillian, no, get out of it. Huey, Dewey and Louie, I do like that actually. Huey, Dewey, Louie and Toothless. I think I might be swaying towards that. I've seen that. Toothless, witless and nameless. Oh, guys, no, because you needed another one. You needed another name. We've already got Toothless, but yeah, yes. So, yeah, what have we got? Bubbles, Dart, and Toothless. Oh yeah, George, Charlotte. Oh yeah, Coffee, Tea, and Biscuit. Oh, these are cute. You guys are great for dog names. Dogs, Tasha. They're water dogs. They're my water puppies. So yes, my water puppies. I like that. Yeah. I wasn't going to have fish, now I've ended up with 4 of them, but hey-ho, it's me. I couldn't leave that black one in there on his own, and then I was worried that maybe he wants to be on his own, but turns out he actually really likes having friends. So, witless, nameless, and shameless. These all sound like names that people have called Harry and Meghan, really. So, nice puppies. Peter. It's too early for that. It's 8 o'clock. Right. Are you still going to college? No, I'm not going to college. I was doing nutrition. I can tell you all about it now. I dropped out. I dropped out because I decided it wasn't a career that I wanted to make. I was enjoying it up until the second year. And then I thought, I've only really just started getting my act together with my fitness and my health. And I didn't really want to be, I don't know, I guess, instructing people what they should or shouldn't be doing. It's just something that I tried it, and it increased my knowledge of nutrition, which again has helped me no end. It was really, I think it was good for me to get out of my box and to do that. But no, I'm not going to become a nutritionist. Plus, you know, I'd have to go to university, and who can afford that these days? So, right, let's dip back into the chat. Can I just say thank you to my fabulous moderator? I've only got one of them at the moment, and she is doing a splendid job. And just in case the moderator's mini-me might be watching, my friend, hello, Cassie. Just in case you're there lurking, I expect you to come up with some fish names as well, young lady. Right, what do you think Meghan and Harry will do in 2026? Now that's the question. I honestly don't have a clue anymore with those two. I can't keep up with what I think they're going to do. I'm very surprised we've not had footage released of Meghan doing her Mother Teresa act in... Cassie was watching. Hello. Right, think of fish. Fish names. But yes, so I wouldn't be shocked to see her turn up in Texas. Whether that's something they have done, they've been advised against it. You know, obviously we saw it with Uvalde and what's happened in Texas. And hi to everybody from Texas. Hi to Kimberly as well. That was very sweet that I met at the ball. She gave me a pair of socks and she gave me a moving in card, which was lovely. But yeah, I don't know. Meghan seems to have completely lost the fact that she's a humanitarian. She's now restyled herself. This is the woman that we did not stop hearing about when I was 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, you know, she got rid of that. What are you doing lurking behind me? Leave the dove alone. Leela. Sorry, there's a dove coming down for its dinner. But yes, where was I? Sorry, slightly distracted there. So, where was I? Oh, bloody dogs. Meghan turning up in Uvalde. Oh, my brain's gone. Harry in court. Yeah. Yeah, we were talking about Uvalde and we were talking about how awful it was and obviously everything that happened in Texas. And then I was talking about thank you to Kimberly. Yes, that was it. But yes, I honestly don't know back to what they're going to do because they seem to be getting worse and worse. Harry is becoming angrier. This is a man that said that he wanted freedom. And every time you see him, I don't know, I think he's looking a bit unwell, if I'm honest. Obviously, there's lots of rumours circulating about him to do with his health and what he does and doesn't smoke or take. I mean, I don't know whether to believe those rumours, but he's not getting better for a man that left for a life of freedom. And he seems to be getting more and more angry, I think because his family have actually cut him off. I do believe that they have found that's the best way to deal with him. But yeah, the more we see of him. And Meghan, that was where I was. That's it. Sorry. Honestly, 42, this is like my brain. Blech. Meghan, the woman that we never stopped hearing about, talking about that when I was 11 years old, the dish soap commercial that she apparently changed. And Thomas Markle even said that she didn't, you know, it was a class project. And, you know, lots of people had complained about the advert and then they did change it, but it's got nothing to do with Meghan. She's restyled herself from being a feminist into someone that's like Susie Homemaker. Meghan's like a Stepford wife, and these are swipes that she and her friends, you know, they hit out at Catherine with, that she was a Stepford wife, you know, Omid Scobie, their little mouthpiece. And she's just restyled herself into someone that is more vapid and just in the kitchen wearing whites, thousands of pounds worth of jewellery. I mean, Yeah, she's definitely she's not a great influencer, is she? She has got her fan base, which I think seems to be dwindling. You've got people trying her products, but I think a lot of them, you know, they do a quick review. But I can't see that she is going to become a successful billionaire like these people she surrounds herself with. Tyler Perry, no matter what you think of him in his personal life, incredibly talented man. Jamie Kern Lima, you know, the woman that's, yes, yes, or yet, the power of yet. She obviously sold her makeup line for a lot of money, you know, and Megan can go up to the Hamptons and she can swan around with them, but what are they going to do in 2026? Who knows at this point? I don't think any of us can guess. Any of us can guess, apart from I do believe there will be more attacks on the royal family because it's the only currency that people pay attention to. You guys must even see it yourself. If a scandal comes out, you know, or accusations, you know, there's a lot more clickbait, there's a lot more articles, there's a lot more everything. So it is their best currency to keep attacking the royal family, which is really, really sad. So, what, Cody, you sound posh. You should have heard me when I was running down the stairs after having a black screen. I sounded more like a truck driver with the dialect of a sailor. It really it wasn't good. But yes, we will work on that. So 3 times the charm, I will say. I will be back maybe next week, maybe the week after. You need to tell me what you think about the lives, whether you think I should keep doing them, because I am just generally rambling to you guys. But anyway, let's talk. Who have we got? Look, I'm getting really old. I'm like, hey, let me have a look here, dears. Leela. Guard dog. Leela. You can get off me as well. No, you're not having a bite of my chest. Leela! Excuse me, sorry. Leela, stop it. Apologies. Right, she's good though, she's good. She's protecting our home, so that's the main thing. Right, you, yes, keep doing the lives. Yeah, I'll have a little bite. Dear me, we've got some live people in here tonight, haven't we? Yeah, I do notice I keep doing like a OnlyFans shot. I do apologise. I will get my phone set up and steady. Right, so how did you name your dogs? Leela's got one eye. So my husband came up with the suggestion of Cyclops. Then we settled on Leela from Futurama, the cartoon, because Leela, the main character, has one eye. So that was her. And Lucia came with the name Lucia. Normally I tend to change pets' names when I've adopted them, but because Chia was already 5 and, well, we think that was her name, she answered to it, and I just thought she's already gone through the trauma of coming over from Greece. So I thought if she's answering to that with all of the people that have rescued her, I'd stick with it. And I call her Chi Chi anyway. The Chi, amongst other things. Don't do it again. No. I've now had to wrestle the dog with a back leg. Having to wrestle the dog. Stop it. It's guard dog mode. Right. So anyway. Leela the guard dog having a starring role. So, Doc, grumpy, bashful. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah. Do you guys see Ethan Kippen? I honestly don't know who that is. Hello, Christine. Hello, Uzi. Hello. Lulu came to us as Lulu. Oh, I love that. What else have we got here? Recent events with Ethan Kippen. Oh, I've clearly missed a news story here. I don't even know who Ethan Kippen is, and I can't get off my phone to look. Hold your thoughts on that. If it's a good story, I'll bring it in tomorrow's video, where I will be discussing the fact of, well, what will I be discussing in tomorrow's video? I think I do want to talk a bit more about Doria. I think there is something definitely going on with Harry, and the fact that James Holt has gone to the UK, the fact that it's come out that they have lost even more staff. I mean, I really can't see many people are left with them anymore. So there's obviously something afoot. I did notice that Harry and Meghan were very quiet over the French state visit, which is very unlike those two. So perhaps there is some truth to the fact that they have realised that they've really bit off the hand that feeds them, and they think if they behave themselves, they'll be able to worm their way back in. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I don't think anyone can trust them. The public certainly wouldn't give them a warm reception after everything that they did to our beloved late Queen, to Prince Philip, to the King, to Catherine. You know, people just, I honestly cannot believe that there are not, well, I mean, I say that, my brain just fired off into about 5 different directions then. It's just the rage bait of thinking about Omid Scobie in his second book calling Catherine and the King accidentally on purpose the royal racists. Harry and Meghan still haven't put out a statement. And you know how quickly those guys put out statements. They could have literally nipped that in the bud immediately, but they didn't, did they? No, no, no. They've allowed that to carry on. And Catherine has been going through a horrific, let's be honest, 18 months, obviously with the cancer, but it's the public scrutiny, it's the accusations, it's the rumors, it was, you know, people hacking her medical records when she was in hospital. Truly unforgivable. And there she was in that beautiful, well, both outfits, I mean, blew my brain away, as you probably saw from the video I did earlier, but the Christian Dior and then the Givenchy, she's dynamite, isn't she? And those two look like, oh, get a room, guys. But I love it. It's not over the top, is it? You know, it's the gentle love tap and the little hand hold or the little stroke down the back. But those two seem like that they are more in love than ever before. And they make me so happy watching them. As I said in the video, I mean, I got so excited. I was looking at more pictures of Catherine and William than what I was at the French state visit. So I was just like, oh, look. But yeah. I mean, I really do love all of the royals. I love Sophie. Obviously, Sophie deserves a lot more coverage. I will be doing a video on Sophie. She's incredible. You know, Super Sophie, the amount of things that she does for the royal family that she highlights. She highlights incredible causes. She goes to war zones. She's badass. She is badass. She goes to war zones. She speaks to women that have gone through unimaginable crimes in war, and she's just a remarkable woman, and you can tell she genuinely cares and is compassionate, and she cares about women's and girls' rights, you know, not this fake stuff that Meghan does just to get people on board with whatever narrative or costume that she's wearing, because that's all Meghan is, isn't she? She's just still an actress that is dressing up. You know, like I said, she's forgotten the fact that she was a feminist, and all of the stories that we had about her. I was 11 years old and I did this and I care about this, and now she's literally styling herself as a 1950s housewife who can't cook, who can't really bake, who can't grate lemons. Oh, did you see that with the lemon grater? That really, well, I don't think it was really even a lemon grater. She just, I'm genuinely looking forward to part 2 of With Love, Megan. Now, I know I shouldn't say that because, you know, well, why not really? It's just funny. It's honestly funny. I find her hilarious when she's not doing stuff, obviously, towards the royal family, which, again, that will make me dislike her more, I'm sure, because I'm pretty certain that she's going to bring out a book or something. There will be something that she does. I think when she divorces Harry, it will go nuclear, like unbelievable. It will make Charles and Diana's divorce look like child's play, I think. But hi, Tessie, thank you very much. Right, so let's chat to you guys. And if any of you guys are seeing the trolls in the comments, just completely ignore them. Don't engage with them. Don't feed the trolls. Ignore the trolls. They are completely pointless, and the more time they spend in here hurling insults is more people that are actually watching the video. So yeah, good luck to them. Let them throw their little insults as much as they like. Right, so what have we got here? Taz heard of that person, but she'll look into it. Yes, I will look into that. I will look into a story. Ethan Kippen. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Yeah, sorry, nobody get angry. Ethan Kipping. The name's not even ringing a bell. I'll probably get off of here and go, oh, I'm not very good with remembering names anyway. I've always been really, really bad at it. I think most people that met me at the ball could probably tell you that, because within 2 seconds of them introducing themselves, I was like, oh, sorry, what was your name again? But there was a lot of people there. But, right, can we block the trolls from this chat? Well, I've only got one moderator and she has only 2 hands. She's trying her best. I will get more moderators, but to be honest with you, just ignore them. They're not really worth even reading their comments. They want acknowledgement, and I think as soon as someone interacts with them or says anything to them, they then get that little bit of enjoyment. It's like it's what they live for. They don't care about me, they don't care about what I'm saying, they don't care about you, they don't care about the royal family. They probably do this all the time. You've got some people that go from live to live to live. This is how they actually enjoy their Saturday nights. Rather pathetic, isn't it? But yes, no, just laugh at the trolls. They're just ridiculous, really. So let's get in with you guys, because I'm going to finish up in the next 5 to 10 minutes, because I have to take the girls out again now that it's a bit cooler. They've had a couple of walks very early in the morning, and I took them out just before I came on the live. Well, before I turned on the live and sat in a dark room. But yes, so loving your life. Eeny, meeny. Oh, eeny, meeny, miny. That means I need a 5th fish, because I've got to stick with Toothless. Got to stick with Toothless, because he is my little night fury. You barely see him, just a little through the shadows. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 5 fish? No, will you stop? She's not even barking at anyone at this point now. She'd probably fart and bark at it. So, where are we? Yeah. Oh, the ball was great. Oh yeah, it's all going too quick again now. Oh, it's so annoying. We'll do so cool. Oh, thank you everybody for your comments about me at the ball. There were so many incredible dresses. I met a lovely lady, and I can't remember her name. Last year she wore a bright pink gown. This year she wore a bright red gown, and she had like a caped drapery over it. She looked so dramatic. Honestly, some of the dresses that people wear there are just unbelievable, just incredible. And then some of the jewelry, I mean, obviously some of it's costume jewelry, but there's also quite a lot of people there where it's not costume jewelry. Princess Olga, Lady C's friend, very, very beautiful tiara she was wearing. And yeah, it's just a real mixture of people. As I said in the video earlier, it's a great social event, but I was really awkward. I met some really nice people. Zoe, she works at the Royal Chelsea Hospital, and she was lovely. She really took care of me. She got me a lemonade later on when I was a bit but yeah, there was some people there that wouldn't talk to you because they okay, I'll be honest, there's some people that are like, oh hello, what do you do? And then the moment that you say something that you're not of interest, that's it, their back turn. They don't even say goodbye to you. That's just like, oh, you can do nothing for me, I'm out of here. But yeah, I guess it's what you get when you mix with people from all different, what would we call it? Levels, platforms, different social circles. I don't know, but there's obviously some rude people. Now, so we have got, obviously the trolls are coming in a bit thicker and faster, I'm noticing here. Well, hello everybody. Thank you for making this a more successful live. So bring your friends, pop on in. Now, how are you English? Why, because my accent's terrible. I don't know, I am English though. I am English. I have a bit of a dodgy accent. Zoe, thank you very much. Zoe! I was just talking about Zoe! Zoe's there! Oh, Zoe, she was so sweet. Oh, she's offered me to go to the Chelsea Royal Hospital. It's not a hospital as such, it's where the veterans are based. They give up all of their their pension, and then they get to stay there together. You'll see them at all of the big remembrance events and that. They're the ones that have got the red coats and the black hats. And yeah, I think I should really go to that. I think that would be amazing. But hi Zoe, I'm so glad you popped in. Thank you for my lemonade, and I'm sorry I ditched you after that. I really needed to go home. I was not feeling my best, but thank you. Right, so let's check in before I disappear. The Chelsea pensioners, yes, the Chelsea pensioners. I was trying to think, my brain. I have so much information in here and I really struggle to get it out sometimes in the right order. So, the fish, cabbage soup diet was all right. Really? Was it, Furby? Are we sure on that one? I didn't have a great time on that. Obviously, as you guys that are just logging in now, we have had discussions about absolutely everything in here, from fish to diets to Megan to Doria to all sorts. But when will I be with Shauna again? We've just, obviously, with moving and a few little health issues, we will be back together shortly. I think Shauna's being caught up with all of the fantastic videos she's been doing, but we will be back together soon. Don't worry, we've not like broken up. We've not like broken up and we're not speaking to each other or anything. It's just been a really busy time. So I am definitely going to keep doing the lives because I love catching up with you guys. And it's really, oh, sorry, yes, Harry court case. Yes, Harry's court case next year. That's a good point to bring up. Harry is back in court in January 2026, and they have now asked for Harry and the other people, because there's lots of other high profile people in this case, to provide evidence if they have made cash payments to, I think it was the guy that's going to, he was the witness. It's all very confusing. It's hard to keep up with all Harry's court cases. But basically, I think there is a suggestion that Harry and a couple of the other main claimants have paid people to dig up dirt that may or may not be true. So I don't know. There's a lot of rumours that go around with these court cases. Harry's previous ones haven't been that successful, despite him obviously giving the press announcement like he's won. Harry has not been slaying dragons. Harry now looks like the knight that's had his arms and his legs chopped off in Monty Python. Harry hasn't got a lot left. He's just a stumpy knight at this point. The dragons have definitely taken care of him. But yes, so where to finish it up? Let me just say hello to a few of you. Happy Cat, Catherine's red dress. Yes, that was beautiful. Oh gosh, Amanda, hi Amanda. Always brings so much fun to the live. Well, would we say fun? I mean, I literally sat in a black room. How to do it? Oh, how to do it badly, basically. But we will work this out. Although, as I said, it's worked out to my benefit because it's much cooler in the garden. So, yes, because you look perfectly lovely in your dress. Oh, thank you. Yes, Amber did look beautiful as well, didn't she? She did look gorgeous in that lovely purple dress with a matching tiara. So so harsh towards Megan. Oh, I really don't think I am. I think compared to a lot of other YouTubers, I'm actually quite nice to her. But hey ho. So on this note, I am actually going to finish up. But do remember that when I do post my YouTube videos, I do tend to spend half an hour to an hour catching up with you guys in the comments. And I think if we're going to do regular lives, maybe there's something I could think of starting up where you guys can maybe ping in a couple of questions in advance. I'll work on it. But so far, I think this has turned out pretty all right, I think. And thank you to everybody for the fish names, because they are, yeah, we've got some really good ones in there. I really don't know. I think I'm going to put it in the community section on my YouTube page, because I think I'd need you guys to just post all of the suggestions, run down the list, and then I can pick, because these comments are too good and I haven't had a chance to write them down. But it's lovely to see you guys, and it's lovely that we actually got out of the black room. And yes, I'm well aware that I didn't, well, I'm not well aware. I mean, okay, I'm going to try really hard, 3 times a charm, and we're going to get it right next time. Or we're just going to be on my phone in the garden and I'll be waving you around as the dog barks. We'll see. But at least we got to catch up for a proper chat. So I want to say thank you to everybody that has obviously sent a chat. Thank you, Ian. It's really, really nice of you. But for the rest of you, thank you so much for just joining in. I love the fact that so many of you are just chatting away to each other and being lovely to each other. And that's one of the things I love the most about the community page on the channel. There's so many of you that have made friends. There's so many of you that I'm now actual friends with, and I feel really, really blessed that this channel has grown the way that it's grown, and I hope it keeps on growing. But yeah, you guys are awesome, so thank you very much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekends. I will be filming a video tomorrow, so it might be out with you Sunday, might be out with you Monday. It depends what I get up to with the dogs, because they could do with a really good walk, and tomorrow hopefully is meant to be a little bit cooler. So I'm going to sign off now when I can remember how to sign off, and I will see you guys really soon. But thank you so much, and thank you so much to my fabulous moderator. And I think I might have to get a couple more because it looked like that she was a little bit inundated. But thank you so much for all of your help, and thank you everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye bye from me, Leela and Shia and Toothless and the 3 nameless goldfish. Okay guys, put your names in the comments on the community page for my fish names. See you later. Bye. Now where do I go? This is about as graceful as when I signed in. Ooh, the big